The insert. I didn't mention, there's a very minimal box lift. I use a box band, but it's not really needed. It sits fine without the box band because it's pretty chunky. Like, you'll see it just sits flat, it doesn't really expand at all. So, and I only put the box band on it recently anyway, so. You lift it open. Sorry, one of my cat's gonna try to get the picture here. You lift it open, here's all the instruction manuals. So here's the base game, the ingredient list for the base game, the herb witches. There's the alchemist. Here's the player boards. Here's the score tracker. Here's the new patient tiles from the latest expansion, the Alchemist. There's 5 of those, which is for the different player colors. Here's the bins. So you see, here's the bins here, all color coded, or not color coded, but all have their different colors. There's different little bins for each amount. So you see, there's 1s for the blues, 2s for the blues, 4s for the blues. So you see that I have the geek up bits, so they're a lot thicker. I think they're almost probably as thick as your coin capsules. Not quite sure, but so they have that. And then each one of them has a little place here that you grab. Again, this is not going to be the right one, but I'm doing this one-handed too. But you can see that it just slides in there, so you can easily place it on the table, and people can read it, what the current state of that ingredient is. Again, this is probably not the right ingredient for that one. And then the rest of the insert down here, this is your extra cherry bomb. So these are the ones that you get added to the bag later on in the game when you're adding the extra cherry bomb, plus the dice, plus the round marker. And then below that, there is your crystals, or whatever they're called, down there. Over here is your bags. These are your player bags. So each one of these player bags, just to note, is loaded with all of the start components for every one of the players that I have in here. So, and this is for all the expansions. So basically, it has the I guess the potion bottle, whatever it's called, has the geek up bits for the start player. Of course, the extra ones are down here when you reach that round marker. The coins for the Herb Witches expansion, and the extra chits for the Alchemist expansion. Each one of the bags has their appropriate amount. So you go down here. This is the only part that doesn't fit properly in the insert, but it works well. So I just bagged up these chits. You don't really need these. They're kind of weird. Basically, all these are used for is to select the patients. You put them in a bag. You select 3 patients at the beginning of the round. I haven't played the game. I just read the rules, or read the rules for the Alchemist expansion. But you basically put these in a bag. You select 3. You select 3 patients that you're going to use that game, and then you throw all the chits back in the box. It's just as easy to grab the cards, because they're actual cards. They're these cards here, and you could probably just shuffle in the patients and just shuffle out 3 sets of cards, and then you're good to go. Like, I honestly think that's probably just as easy as using those chits, which is why there's going to be no geek up bits for these chits. So, so that's that. And then I have the extra, like I said, these are the patient cards here. This is the extra fortune teller cards for the different rounds that didn't fit in the base insert. This is just for the Alchemist. This is the extra that comes in the Alchemist. These are not sleeved. I sleeve a lot of my games, but I didn't sleeve these because they're not shuffled. They're just used once per round, so there's no need to really sleeve them. They're not going to get that much wear and tear. And then down here, these are the patients here. So that's the extra for the insert. And then you'll see down here, this is the Herb Witch stuff. Down here is the extra attachment that goes on the player boards for the extra chits. And then up here, move this one over, just gotta make sure it didn't move the insert too much. I'll pull this out. Here is the ingredient tiles. The top 4, I believe, or whatever. They are the ones that came with the Alchemist expansion. This is all the ingredient cards for all the expansions: Herb Witches, the Alchemist, everything. You'll see that -1 fits perfectly. Then the extra one kind of floats on top, but when you pack everything in the box, nothing happens. So it's, and I've literally taken the box and I've literally like put it, like I've shaken it all around. I've put it upside down. I've done a bunch with it, and nothing has moved. So it works well. Underneath that is the cards, and those are the fortune teller cards and all the cards that are included in the first two. So in the base game and the first expansion, the Herb Witches in. Goes together really easy. Everything just slides in there, and again, I'm doing this all with one hand. So just everything slides in there nice and easy. I would have done better camera work and brought one of my gimbals down here, but I just did this quickly so you could see it. This slides here, and I always put like a pack on all my games because you never know. This slides here. Let me slide this here like this. This is what I usually do, like this. Then let me slide this in like this, and I just slide the player bags in there like this. There we go. Keeps a nice spot there, and then what I usually do when I pack them is I put the expansions like this so that I haven't had any movement, but I like to prevent movement, so I do this so it covers the stuff below it, and then I take the scoreboard and I usually stick it. I think I stick the scoreboard first, actually. Sorry, my apologies. Scoreboard first, so that it blocks off most of the bins. Then I put the chits like this. I forget how it was. You'll see. Obviously, when I started the video, you saw the way that it was packed, but I mean, that's a good way to do it there as well. Then I put the player boards there. Then I put the instruction manuals right on top, like this. Like this, and I mean, I'll close it here. It's a little bit harder with one hand to close it. If you want to use the box bands that I have, and again, I don't think they need the box bands. I just put them on there because I had a couple of extra ones. Board Game Bliss sells the box bands that fit this for like $3.